Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel where skincare is all about progression over perfection because perfection doesn't exist. Good morning. Excuse my fluffy morning hair, but it's clean. I don't think I've done a morning routine for a long time during these videos, so in today's Instagram versus reality, I'm going to show you my morning routine. Current morning routine, and we're going to be looking at a few videos that prove just how easy it is to change your appearance and how people change their appearance, whether that's with digital manipulation, phone apps, or just like creativity and makeup, but mainly people that are exposing themselves basically today. I did have a more in-depth video plan for this, but I'm currently having work done in my kitchen, a whole new kitchen put in, so there's workers down there, it's a bit noisy. The power can cut out at any minute, so I don't want to get too in depth with anything, just in case it all goes to shit. So yeah, just a bit of fun today, really. Some mornings I cleanse, some mornings I don't. Today I'm not going to cleanse because I didn't use anything too heavy last night. So I'm just going to do a water cleanse with the Coastal Citizen morning water. This is really soothing. It's got oat milk in, I believe. Oat milk, niacinamide as well. Some nice surfactants that don't seem to bother my skin when they're left on the skin. So let's look at this one first of all. This is in reply to a comment saying, I refuse to believe that's the same person. Not sure what that's in reference. I definitely didn't expect that at all, to be honest with you. But first of all, this is what I kind of find funny about this trend is people first of all make themselves look as unappealing as possible. Downshot angle, double chin, messed up hair. This could be like a first thing in the morning kind of look, like me now. Natural lighting that seems to show up everything. Not that I think she looks awful here. She's just obviously trying to make herself look very different to the final form, which is a completely different person. Amazing makeup as well. And that's what people have to remember is that selfies have come a long way. Whether it's a photo or a video, people now understand lighting, they understand their angles, they understand theatrical and editorial makeup skills that we didn't once have. So people are able to completely transform themselves using the secrets of like makeup artists and photographers to change themselves into like these supermodels that, you know, they look completely different to their original form. But I find this fun. I think first of all, it's fascinating to me to think with good makeup, anyone could look completely different. You can completely change up your face, but also the art form that is makeup. I think she looks great. I was tagged in another video that's very, very similar. And this is actually a trend, I'm so fucking sick and tired of the Photoshop trend. I don't know what the trend is called, where people would show themselves with a lot of makeup on. Well, not really a lot, with a full face of makeup, filters, lighting, all that kind of stuff, and then show what they look like without any of that. But a lot of them, take it too far and again, make themselves look completely different. But I found this one really, really interesting. I'm not laughing at them, I'm laughing with them because obviously this is such an unflattering angle. They're doing it on purpose. Their hair's in a tight bun, But I get the idea. I like the messaging behind it that anyone with the right things, the right lighting, the right makeup, the right camera angles, the right skill set, I guess, and I guess the right money to afford all that, can make themselves look completely different, however you want, basically. I'm going to go in with the Guava Vitamin C Dark Spot Serum from Glow Recipe. Unsurprisingly, I like this product from Glow Recipe a lot. I don't use a lot of vitamin C's because I find them to be a little bit stingy, sometimes a little bit metallic-y, strangely warm on the skin, and potentially very irritating for my skin as well. But this one's completely different. It just feels like a nicely moisturizing serum, and it smells so good. If anyone's in the UK and has this, please let me know what this smells like. It reminds me of going to like the newsagents and a certain like pick and mix sweet, but I can't remember what it is. It's playing on my mind so much because I don't know what it is, and every time I use it I'm just like for ages trying to remember what that is. But yes, usually between steps I would hydrate my skin and then apply a serum or the next products. I'm not going to do that just yet because my skin is actually a little bit sensitive at the moment. With actives, you need to be careful applying it to damp skin because obviously it allows that active to penetrate better. Deeper sometimes, so if my skin's irritated I try not to do that with an active or with actives in general. So this sound music on TikTok was trending, this whole Photoshop thing was trending, and I got tagged in a lot of the videos because TikTok seems to have, and I don't think they do it anymore, but they seem to have an automatic filter that, judging by a lot of videos, people don't realize. I don't know if they're looking at themselves and thinking, you know what, that is what my skin looks like, or they're just feeling themselves and they like the way they look. But it did have an automatic filter on. So a lot of people are using this filter and then taking it off and showing what their skin really looked like, but also using apps like Snow, what's the other one? You know, those kind of, you know those apps, Facetune, all that kind of stuff, to kind of show before and afters of what they look like without filter. And I just find it really interesting. This is... I want to show you this video because it sounds really weird what I'm going to say about it, but let me show you this one. That's drilling. While they're drilling, I'm just going to show you this Oat In Calming Gel Cream from Perito. It's got oat and panthenol in, so it's really soothing and calming on the skin. I kind of use this as a pre-moisturizer type serum in the morning because it's so lightweight, but so soothing and restorative for my skin barrier. I just really enjoy it. Look how it literally turns into water. My kitchen's on the other side of the house. I don't know where they are. But look, it's literally, it just like turns into water on the skin. This isn't like a standalone moisturizer if you have very dry skin. If you're oily, this is going to be great in summer under a sunscreen. But yeah, so what I love about this video is there's something oddly, it's going to sound really weird, comforting about her skin with no filter on. This is the skin I'm used to seeing, you know, real skin. And it's not even about her blemishes, it's just about seeing normal texture, about seeing pores, you know, the different shades on her skin, and the makeup naturally sitting on the skin and how makeup does look when it's on the skin. It's comforting, I don't know. It's just like seeing someone in real life, and I find that so much more real and comforting and relatable than, you know, I don't know, I just think it's such a good example of what people want nowadays when they look at somebody's makeup, when they look at somebody's skincare, when they look at an influencer. It's just good to see what things actually look like, and her skin looks normal. Like, this is more interesting to me than a completely blurred filter, because I'm like, oh, okay, it's like everything else. I guess it's just good to see something different. And the fact that unfiltered skin is different is kind of worrying, right? This is one in the trend that I found really interesting as well, because we don't see many guys doing this, whereas, you know, there's a real thing with guys and body image as well. And what I love about this is again a good example of not Photoshop, not filters, but the difference, the real difference that angles can make. Before we do that though, I am going to hydrate my skin to go into the next moisturizer. This is the Jordan Samuel Skin Hydrate the Mist. So I'm going to do a few spritzes of that while we watch the next video. He just looks completely different, and he's got all those angles that I guess people find aesthetically pleasing in a face. The sharp jawline, for example, is one of them that you didn't really get that in the downward angle. And this is why models, you know, are models, because they learn these angles as well as photographers, you know. And it's interesting to see people realizing, like, knowing their angles. And this guy could shoot from this angle his whole life, and that's probably what he looks like in real life, you know. But he can shoot from this angle on social media the whole time and just look perfect the whole time. But that's because he knows his angles, as does everyone else online. So the next moisturizer, listen, I hate it when influencers do this, but I can't show you the next moisturizer, but I'm testing out a product from a brand that I just want to show you what it looks like on my skin, and I dedicated to using it every day because obviously I want to test it properly before it comes out. But this is just so nice. It leaves my skin so dewy. I don't think I could even say anything about it, to be honest. We were talking about how nice it is to see how makeup sits on the skin in real life, because I think with a lot of these makeup gurus and beauty gurus, you don't really see that. You see pretty much them sitting under professional lighting, which is absolutely fine, because I think, you know, makeup, you need that professional lighting to kind of see what you're doing and how to get a true color payoff kind of thing. What I think it does though is it can complement the skin more in real life, so you lose things like texture because of the even lighting, shadows, all that kind of stuff because of the studio lighting around these gurus. And I love this video from Avery who shows just how makeup really does look on skin.
I think sometimes people get confused when they see a makeup video and are faced with texture. Many people grew up learning the art of makeup through the guise of YouTube. Many grew up unaware of camera filters, the intricacies of photo retouching, how makeup actually looks in real life. Beauty gurus lied to you. They sold you foundations while donning a blurring filter without showing you the way it truly looked. They told you that makeup was undetectable. They told you that it looked like an airbrush while airbrushing their skin in post-production. So let me let you in on a secret. Makeup will always look like makeup, not skin. By its nature, it sits on the skin, and being human, texture is normal. Humans of all sorts have pores and lines, little bumps. Your skin carries the memory of where it's been, and makeup can't hide that. It's not cakey, you're just seeing texture.
Yes, there is some amazing makeup that does look skin textured like, but they're kind of more like the BBCC cream, so they're not full coverage. But she's right, it's always going to look like makeup because you have something sitting on your skin. I love that video. I think that's so good. Seeing something everyday and normal is so kind of comforting in a way, but I love that. And that's the thing, these beauty gurus, as I mentioned, don't even have to be using blurring filters or anything like that. Even just the lighting makes such a huge difference. Okay, I'm going to go into my sunscreen. I am going to be using the Thank You Pharma Sun Project Water Sun Cream, and we're going to be watching this video from a guy who downloaded the Korean version of TikTok. I wasn't aware that there were different versions depending on where you're from, but if you know the Snow app, this is going to be extremely familiar to you.
I got Korean TikTok. I'm going to show you guys this enhanced feature that they got. Alright, we're going to start with smooth. Alright. Yeah. They got all these different... Alright, let's go with this one. Boom. Eye. Nice. Contrast, what is this? Okay, contrast. Foundation. Bruh. Alright, head. What is this? Face? Oh my. Cheekbones. Was it like it? Oh, okay. Brighten the eyes. Nice. Nose. Mouth. What is this? Okay, that makes it smaller. That makes it bigger. Okay, let's go with that one. Forehead. Ooh. 5 head. 4 head. 3 head. Boom. Lipstick. Alright. Blush. Nice. Shadow. Eyeshadow? What is this? Nice. Contour. What is that? Okay, I don't really see a difference in that one. Teeth. Nice. Under eye. Degree. What is this? I don't really know what that does. How do I look? Be honest. I should just do all my TikTok videos like this from now on, honestly. What y'all think?
So as I mentioned, if you've seen Snow, you would know that app, but obviously he went 100% on everything right. So sometimes it's not even that obvious and it doesn't look that crazy. Like the little natural lipstick, the natural contour, the changing of the nose slightly. Those little tweaks can make such a huge difference, but I found that really, really interesting. Right, you may have noticed that with my sunscreen I missed a few places like my neck and my ears. That's because I hate using cream on them. I find it so annoying. There's always like white cream left at the back of my neck, so I use a sun stick instead. This is the Isntree Hyaluronic Acid Airy Sun Stick, which I do on my ears and on my neck and everything. The next video I was tagged in is really bizarre. The whole profile is very, very bizarre. But this is basically a lady who supposedly looks like Kylie Jenner. Let's have a look. So I'm not actually going outside today, otherwise I would have made a bit more effort. That's not how she looks. So there's an app called, I think it's called like Reface or something like that everyone's using that can do this. It's very easy to do. This, I wouldn't say this is quite deep fake because it's not that well done. It might be. The TikTok account is called KJ Drafts, so I'm guessing that stands for Kylie Jenner Drafts. I think it's funny, but this just goes to show you, like, if you had a really good deep fake, you could pretend to be someone else. The thing is with this app, I think it's done with a Reface or face swap app or something like that, they kind of merge your face with the celebrity's face. So it's like this uncanny valley kind of version of that celebrity that maybe does look not like them, but like their cousin or something, you know? It's just like, oh, you look familiar. You look like Kylie Jenner, but she doesn't quite look like her. So I find that really, really strange. But this is done on a phone. This is done just on your phone. And I feel like that technology is only going to get better and better and better. There's this whole thing, I think sometimes we have these kind of like AI kind of fake influencers, you know, like the like robot influencers. They're not even robots, they're like fake characters, right? I feel like people are going to be able to do this one day with a completely different made up face and be completely anonymous, just as this completely fake person because of apps like this or technology like this, you know? I think it's weird. My lips have been extremely dry recently. Well, dehydrated and dry. So I've been using the Isho Drench, which is amazing. It's just a really hydrating, almost watery textured lip product. It's so nice. I use this as like a first layer. I shouldn't be talking when doing this. To hydrate my lips, and then I use something a little bit more occlusive over the top of it. I just go all over with this. Because it's not shiny, it's not greasy, it doesn't matter if it gets on your skin, around the lips. Yeah, we don't see a lot of men kind of doing this trend. We see a lot of men using filters and photoshopping their like gym pictures and all that kind of stuff, but there is still a lot of pressure on guys to look a certain way. What I love about the video I'm about to show you is this is the skin texture, the colors, the lines, the shapes of our body that we see like every day. And again, it's just nice to see. Oh, I'm going to be using the Bondi Sands Lip Balm with SPF 50 Wild Strawberry. That skin texture is made to look so different because we're so used to seeing filters online, but that is not like, that's what we see all the time, right? And the fact that this has to be a video, be like, look, normal skin, for me just shows how far even TikTok in its little time live has gone with using filters. The fact that it comes with a natural filter, a pre-built-in filter, it's weird. I find that so weird. But the stretch marks, the different colors on the body, we all have stretch marks, right? I think we've all got stretch marks. Even guys get stretch marks. Even men who build up so much muscle, women who build up muscle as well, get stretch marks. It's not limited to something negative. I don't get the negative connotations behind it, but then I'm personally quite comfortable with mine. They're not the worst, you know? But I think just seeing it, we just need to remember it's something we all have. It's something pretty much everybody has. The redness on the skin here, again, completely normal in normal places. The texture, normal. I don't like calling it real skin because real skin could be anything. People without breakouts still have real skin, you know? But again, this is the kind of thing where it's just comforting to see close-up skin on a platform where we're so used to seeing the automatic filters and the beauty and the lighting and all that kind of stuff. I think TikTok went from this thing that you just pick up your phone and film to people having whole setup for like ring lights, all that kind of stuff. And I feel like the beauty space started on there as very real, and now it's just like just cut down YouTube, you know, which I don't hate, but the filters and it's just annoying because the reviews on there are terrible, they're fake. There's so much hype to get this like one viral video that it's not just the skin that we're seeing that's fake or the bodies that we're seeing that's fake, it's the reviews, it's the skincare results, it's the how makeup works. It's all just become too much on there, I believe. But that's where I'm going to leave it today. Let me know any comments, any, you know, how you feel about this, any of those videos that you particularly enjoyed in the comments down below. You can watch the full Instagram vs reality playlist here, some general light entertainment here, and I'll see you over there.